Good morning guys, or should I say good afternoon, because it's actually 12:30. We were just on a bus for 2 hours from Malaga to Ronda. And Ronda is one of the white villages or pueblos blancos that are located between Malaga and Sevilla. We are on our way back to Sevilla and we wanted to visit at least one of the pueblos blancos. We wanted to visit so many more, but unfortunately that wasn't possible. We've just taken a bus now to come here. We have put our suitcases, our luggage in a locker, and now we have a few hours to explore the city before we need to get on another bus to Sevilla. Let's see if this town is worth this detour. Along with us, a lot of day trips arrived and the city center was quite busy. A lot more than we had expected. Since not many people spend the night here, accommodation is great value for money. We made our way to Lechugita for lunch. In this tiny but cozy and above all popular tapas bar, we had some of the cheapest tapas, some local pringa and pig's cheek stew toasted, and patatas bravas. We also had to get the shrimp when we saw them. After being on the bus for a while, we were very thirsty arriving here. We weren't very hungry, but we saw this place called El Lechugita. And it had almost 3,500 reviews on Google Maps and a 4.7 stars. That's very unusual and a very high score. So we went there and it was literally €1 for a tapa. Some were €4 like the gamba, like the scampi screwers that we had, but overall so cheap and so good, like a real traditional place with the Spaniards bonding at the bar. Such an incredible experience. And now we've walked just a little further and already we're at the highlight of Ronda, this bridge. Ronda is located on top of these rocks that you can see behind me, and the bridge connects the old and the new parts of the city. There is a beautiful walkway as well along the gorge, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the Casa del Rey Moro, or the house of the Moorish or the Muslim king. Back in the day, this was one of the last cities to be still under Muslim rule, and the Christians eventually managed to take over the city by cutting off the water supply, which is running through this gorge here. And that is how one of the last cities that was under Muslim rule also fell into the Christian hands. Then it was time to visit La Casa del Rey Moro. You can't go inside of the old palace, but you can explore the gardens and the mine. Explain again?
Oh, yeah, so a garden is like an artificial ecosystem in which trees, hedges and plants coexist, and then here you see like different birds you can spot in the garden apparently.
The indigenous peacock. The mine leads you down to the river at the bottom of the gorge. By now, Sara probably hated me for all the steps I let her climb during this holiday. We have decided to be some of the only idiots to go down into the mine of La Casa del Rey Moro. There's not many other people doing it, but it's a great way to escape the heat because it's nice and fresh. At least the way down is. The way up might be a different story. Gotcha! Gotcha! So the armory is made to my size, as if they knew all along that I would be visiting.
Hall of Secrets.
Ooh. in the day, Christian slaves used to carry huge leather buckets of water up to the city. And honestly, we can't imagine what it's like to be carrying anything. So we've come to one of the viewpoints for the bridge, but I think it's better if you walk down a bit so that you can see the bridge from down there. People were saying that you could even see a waterfall. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to spend more time hiking down and up again. Ronda is the birthplace of the modern bullfighting, and it is where the first great bull ring is located. Initially, it was used to train the military, but here at the museum you can learn all about how the event turned into what it is today. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to visit the bull ring, but if you are here and you do, then definitely pay it a visit. I think it's one of the best ones that you can visit. Also, from here, there are many more pueblos blancos that you can visit, like Arcos de la Frontera and many more. Zahara de la Sierra is said to also be one of the most beautiful pueblos blancos, and the village Setenil de las Bodegas is also very unique because it looks like the boulders have fallen onto the houses when in fact the houses have been built around these boulders, and it is very unique. When it comes to time management, we think it would be best to take the 8:30 a.m. bus so that you can walk around when it's still fresh, and also so you have the time to visit the bull ring. Anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe if you want to see the next of the videos. And yeah, I think this is where we say goodbye to Sara.
Andalusia out.
Right, just to add a little for now after that, because she's not just gone. She's gone for now. She'll be back. Will you be back though?
I will.
We then made our way back to the bus station, picked up our luggage, and made our way back to Seville. If you haven't seen the other videos in the Andalusia series, then definitely check out our amazing time we spent in Seville. We were also very surprised by Cordoba and saw it in a way that very few tourists do. We discovered the good, the bad, and the ugly in Granada. And in the video after that, we discovered Malaga's tourist trap. Subscribe if you'd like to know all our tips and tricks for backpacking Andalusia, and to follow me on my adventures backpacking solo through Southeast Asia.